Hi friends, our today's topic is about topologies in computer network. First we are going to see about the physical structures of a computer network, types of connection. A network is, we already know that a network is a two or more devices connected through the link. The link that is a communication pathway, transfers the data from one device to another. There are two possible types of connections. One is point to point and next one is multi-point. First let us see about the point to point connection. Point to point provides a dedicated link between two devices. Entire capacity is reserved for that particular device's communication. Let us see about the point to point connection. It provides a dedicated link between two devices. The entire capacity is reserved, for example, TV and remote. When we press a remote button, it directly make the changes in the TV. So we are going to see about the multi-point, in which two or more specific devices share a single link. Here the capacity of the channel is shared either spatially or temporally. Multi-point is also called as multi-drop. So we are going to see that mainframe which has a common link or a single link which is connected to more than two devices. So now we are going to enter into the topology, physical topology. Physical topology is physical connection between the devices. The way in which the network is laid out physically. Two or more links form a topology. Single link, we already said that single link is point to point. Multi-point is more than two specific devices share a single link. So in topology we are going to see that two or more links form a topology. It is also a geometric representation of the relationship of all the links and the linking nodes or devices. We will see that there are four basic topologies. First one, mesh, star, bus, ring are the four main topologies. The collection of two or more topology comes under the hybrid topology. First let us see about the mesh topology. In mesh topology, every device has a dedicated point-to-point link to each other devices. Dedicated means the link carries traffic only between two devices it connects. The communication occurs only between two devices which it is connected. To find the number of physical links in fully connected mesh network with n nodes, we are going to see that node 1 must be connected to n-1 nodes. n-1 node n is also connected with n-1 nodes. So we need n into n-1 physical links for all the nodes. So there is n into n-1 physical links. So these physical links allow a communication between the nodes in both the directions. So since it is a duplex mode, we are going to divide it by 2. That is n into n by 2. Here in this diagram we are going to see that each station is connected to every other stations through a dedicated. So now we will see about the advantages and disadvantages of mesh topology. Main advantage of the mesh topology is it has a dedicated link. The dedicated link helps to guarantee it carries its own data load. It also used for eliminates the traffic problems. Second one is robust. If one link is unusable, it does not encapsulate the entire network. So that particular link alone is eliminated or deleted. So third one is it helps for privacy and security, so that it has a dedicated link. The particular two devices alone can able to communicate. So that comes under the privacy and others cannot attack that particular link. That comes under the security. Next one, it is easy to discover precise location where the fault occurs, and the cause and the solution can also easily recovered. The main disadvantages of the mesh topology is there are lot of cablings. So the amount of cables and ports are more. Installation and reconnection are more difficult because each and every nodes must be linked with the physical link. So third disadvantage is the hardware here required is more expensive. The practical example of mesh topology is connection of telephone regional offices. So each regional offices needs to be connected to every other regional offices. Only then communication becomes wide. Next topology star. So we are going to see about the star topology now. In star topology, each device has a dedicated point-to-point link only to the central control, that is usually called as hub. Devices are not directly connected here. All the devices are connected through a central hub. This controller, that is central controller, acts as an exchange. All data can be sent or received only through the controller. So there is no direct communication between device to device. So all the communication comes only through the central link, central controller. So this is the 4-station star topology in which all these devices are connected to the central hub. So now we are going to see about the advantages and disadvantages of the star topology. First advantage is it is less expensive than mesh because each and every device must be linked in the mesh. Here it has a hub. The hub to the device connection only exists. Here each device needs only one link and only one I/O port connect to any number of devices. It is easy to install and reconfigure. Addition, moves and deletion involves only one connection. So it is easy for addition and deletion. Robustness, we already see that if one link fails, only that link is affected. Others will be active. Here also, we can easily identify the fault. If there is a fault occurs, we will bypass the particular defective link. So the main disadvantages of the star topology is dependency. That is, the whole topology must be depend on one single point, that is the central hub. If hub goes down, the entire system will dead. So the dependency is the main disadvantages in star topology. Mainly the star topology was used in LANs. So our next topology is bus topology. Now we are going to see about the bus topology. Bus topology is also the multi-point. Till now we have seen that point to point. Here the bus topology comes under the multi-point. So where one long cable acts as a backbone to link all the devices in the network. So these are the cable end. So stations, there are 3 stations here which are connected to a common backbone. Here the connection exists at tap. So here the nodes is connected to the bus cable by drop lines and the taps. Drop line is the connection running between device and the main cable. That is the main backbone. Here as the signal travel along the backbone, some of its energy is transformed into the heat. Therefore, it becomes weaker as it travels farther and farther. So, there is a limit on number of taps a bus can support and on the distance between these taps. So, now we are going to see about the advantages and disadvantages of bus topology. The main advantage is easy installation because the long way of the backbone we can connect the node or device at anywhere at the backbone. So the backbone cable laid along the most efficient path. This is another advantages of the bus topology. Here less cabling, then mesh and star topology. Bus topology uses less cabling than mesh and star topologies. Next one, disadvantages. It is much difficult for reconnection and fault isolation. It is difficult to add new devices because it requires modification or replacement of that backbone to add the new devices. Signal reflection at the taps can cause degradation in the quality. If fault occurs or break in the bus cable, it stops all the transmission. So also the damaged area reflects back in direction of origin, which creates noise in both the directions. So these are the main disadvantages of the bus topology. The first bus topology is the first topology that is used in the LAN earlier. That is Ethernet LAN also uses bus topology only. Next is the ring topology. Now we are going to see about ring topology. In ring topology, each device has a dedicated point-to-point connection with only two devices on either of it. A signal is passed along the ring in one direction from device to device until it reaches the particular destination. Each device in the ring is incorporated here with a repeater. When the device receives a signal intended for another device, its repeater regenerates the bits and passes them along the path. So we are going to see about the advantages and disadvantages of the ring topology. It is easy for installation and it can be reconfigured easily. Each device is linked to only its immediate neighbors. To add or delete a device in the ring requires changing only two connections. Here the fault isolation is more simplified. A signal is circulating at all times in the ring network. If one device does not receive a signal within a specific period, it can issue an alarm. That alarm is used to alert the network operator to the problem and its location, about the problem and its location, where the problem occurs and the location of that problem, and it can be easily recovered. So the disadvantages in the ring topology is unidirectional traffic. So the traffic comes in both the directions. The main disadvantages of the ring topology is unidirectional traffic. A break in a ring cable if a break occurs in a ring cable, it disables the entire network. This weakness can be solved by dual ring or a switch capable of closing of the break. So there can be a dual ring simultaneously will close for the break off, or we can use a switch. If a fault occurs in the ring, it can be switched in another direction. So there this unidirectional weakness can be recovered. Previously when IBM introduced its LAN token ring, so here the ring topology is introduced by IBM in LAN token ring. Today the need of the highest speed LAN has made this topology very less popular. Next one we are going to see about the hybrid topology. So already I said that hybrid is a collection of or combination of one or more topologies. That is, a network can be hybrid. Example, a main stub topology with each branch connection, several stations in a bus topology. There are 3 bus topology here. 3 bus topology is connected to a main star topology. So thanks for watching.